So, you think you're Team Kong? Ha! Don't make me laugh. If you were Team Kong, you'd have the official Team Kong beard. Where's yours? This video is sponsored by Team Kong, of which you're not a part of, faker. What's up everybody, Demon back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing something that's been a long time coming. If you've been paying attention to my channel over the past year, you would notice that there's just like a pile of boxes that begins here, travels all the way over here, and it just keeps growing and growing. And it's about time that I put an end to that. Today, I will be busting out like every unboxing I can get through. I've been pretty slammed with schoolwork this semester, so I don't know how frequently I'm going to upload these or how long they're going to be, or, you know, I don't know anything about what they're going to finally look like in the end. But I do know I plan on busting through all the boxes in here that I can get through, at least today. And so we'll start out with the Playmates Godzilla collection. First up on the docket, I wanted to... I can't wait for these guys. I wanted to take a look. They're so old. They've been sitting back there for so long. I just picked them up and a cloud of dust just came off them. I don't know if you saw that, but that did just occur. I wanted to take a look at the two most infamous Playmates Godzilla figures of all time. Their SPACEGODZILLA and their SHIN GODZILLA. I think that's the way I'm gonna do these, is I'm gonna try and do 2 unboxings per video. Does that make sense? I think that's the plan. So I figure it makes most sense to go SPACEGODZILLA first, because that's the movie that came out first. So we'll start with SPACEGODZILLA, check them out, and see what we're working with here. Now these figures hit shelves like maybe a year ago. I picked mine up a long time ago, and I just have not gotten around to unboxing them until today. So SPACEGODZILLA was secured in there with 4 of these zip ties, because, you know, it's a really high quality, high value figure. Playmates doesn't want you walking out of the store with this guy. And now getting him apart, I've just realized I may have made the fundamental mistake in unboxings. I've started out these unboxings without a blow dryer nearby, so I may need to go run and grab one in order to finish these things off. But, you know, you got the tail piece comes separate from the tail, so let's try and snap it in there without the use of a blow dryer. They're cheap enough figures, so I'm not really worried about forcing things into place, and it went in really easily. There you go. 100% honest opinion here. The tail looks kind of cool. I like the shape of it. It is pretty long, so it's going to take up a lot of shelf space, but it's just the rest of this figure where it falls apart. As far as articulation goes, the legs move out. This leg is a little stiffer, but, you know, once you snap it, it gets going. Looks like the feet turn, so you got some feet movement here. That's cool. With the tail, you know, you got that piece that you just put in so you can turn it. Doesn't look like the base of the tail has any movement at all. Arms can do pretty much nothing. Can't really do much with the arms. I also had the plan to make some generally more professional unboxing videos, but just seeing as though I don't have the time to do these unboxings, it's just not happening. Just doing it the old school way. The way I've always done it. Not really much with the hands at all. Head can turn all the way around, that's cool. Mouth can, you can't really pinch the mouth, but this figure falls apart in terms of the execution, because the sculpt is fine, right? The sculpt for this guy is fine. The paint leaves something to be desired. It's very bare bones, just, you know, some big white dorsal plates, some sort of purplish white crystal spines on his shoulders, red chest, orange eyes, white teeth, and then just black everywhere with the little gold on his crown. Not really much depth for anything. It's all smooth. It looks like an unrendered PS1 character, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, all right, we'll say like PS2 character. PS1's a little more blocky than this guy, but it looks unrendered, right? This looks like he just spawned in at the very beginning of the round and he hasn't quite gotten a chance to load his textures yet. That's what it looks like. I do like that the dorsal fins are rubbery, so you can just kind of move them. I know that there's been like a trend recently where Godzilla figures just have the sharpest dorsal fins in the world. It's like, that's gonna hurt some kid. The biggest issue with this guy is the thing that everybody's already pointed out about, everybody's already memed. It's his big buck horse teeth. Why they gave him big, it's like a human set of dentures in his mouth. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know why they did that. It looks ridiculous. It's always looked bad, and it looks bad in person as well. The figure overall surprisingly looks better in person than you would think, but it doesn't look good. And I will say this chest piece, like these spines, these shoulder crystals, it's all very bad. It looks like it's gonna snap into pieces. If you look right here, there's like a line that seals the plastic together. I feel like if you move your figure enough, you're just gonna snap him in half. It's just a cheaply made, pretty low quality, pretty bad figure that runs you like 20 bucks. Why would you spend 20 bucks on this? I don't know. And it could just be that Space Godzilla is a character that you're not gonna have tons of ability to do stuff with the design with, but this Playmates figure feels awfully reminiscent of the Bandai Creations Space Godzilla from years and years ago. Mine's a little worn, it's a little beat up because it's real old and I used to play with it a lot, so it's been through the ringer, but it still looks so much better than this one. Putting them up close together, you can see it just is no contest between the two of which one is better. Bandai's is way more detailed, the sculpting's way better, it feels better in your hand, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It's just an overall better figure with almost the exact same sculpt, a significantly better paint job. Even take the crystals for instance. They're way more textured as the figure as a whole is. The teeth look significantly better here. I mean, come on, they look so much better. But they're way more textured and they have this golden hue that goes into the white. It looks so much more smooth. You've got purple down here where the shoulder meets the chest. It's just so much better, and the arms do what they want them to do. They can move out and it doesn't feel like you're gonna break your whole figure apart. This is just like a serious downgrade from this. I don't know why anyone would pick the Playmates over the Bandai if they had the choice. I guess many people don't have the choice because this guy's not circulating as much. I don't know if he's actually circulating at all anymore. But if you're given the choice, never take the Playmates. It's so much worse. And in theory, not that you'll be able to find a deal like it, but in theory, the Bandai will run you the same price. Next up is perhaps Playmate's most infamous figure ever, their Shin Godzilla. Let's bust him out. That dude was a bit of a nightmare to get out of his box, and I have a feeling he's gonna require a blow dryer. Maybe I'm just getting too good at this, or maybe these are just put together easily, but I got it again, just no problem. Here's the most infamous Playmate figure ever made. I can't even take it. Like, to begin with, they stole the sculpt from NECA. It's so clearly the stolen NECA sculpt, and it just looks awful. It looks so bad. Oh, D-Man, they're children's toys. Give them a break. Little kids aren't gonna care what the quality of their Shin Godzilla looks like. Well, first of all, they probably will. As a little kid, I did anyways. If I'd gotten this as a little kid and I knew that the NECA was out there, I think I'd be disappointed. Also, this is only like 10 bucks cheaper than a NECA figure, so you might as well just get the NECA one. I guess you can't really for very much longer because NECA's going away, but man, this is rough. Is there anything they did well? They have some nice texturing in the dorsal fins. I'll give them that, and I guess they attempted the texturing on this figure. The chest has some nice texturing, but oh boy. Maybe it's just because they're ripping off a higher quality figure than Bandai. I like this red just kind of plastered in the leg, like there's no real reason for it, just like he's got red spills on him. Like, what is this? Just red spills on him. And then the back, you know, it's like only the sides of the dorsal fins are red and they're all rubbery. I like that. I like the rubbery feel. The face is so bad. It's so awful. We'll get there. I don't know. It's just a poorly put together figure. If you've watched me talk about the NECA Shin Godzilla, you know that I don't even like it. I like the SH Monster Shin Godzilla. That's the only articulated Shin Godzilla that I like. This ain't it. As far as articulation goes, you got 1, 2 points in the tail. Can't really do a ton with it. This one like tricks you into thinking you can, but you get these like unnatural cuts in the tail if you do that, so I don't really recommend it. Got the legs that can go kick in and out. Feet, as with the other, can turn. That foot can't really turn very well, but they can turn. Arms can go out. So there you go. They're rubbery arms, so you're not going to worry about breaking them. That's at least good. And then the head can turn side to side. And then you can pinch the mouth. I always liked doing that as a kid. I don't know if I was the only one. Look at that head, though. It just looks so bad. It's so huge, and the eyes look terrible, and the mouth looks terrible. He's got that big, dumb smile. It sticks way off his body all awkwardly. It's just awful. What an awfully put together figure. I know I'm supposed to rate figures. I'll give Space Godzilla a 4 out of 10. There you go. For comparison here, I whipped out the NECA Shin Godzilla, which again, I don't like it that much, but you got lots more articulation. You can expect that with NECA. You can do a lot more with it. You know, the head looks a little better. You can at least fix the head so it doesn't look all weird. Stuck. It was like, that's what the Playmates one looks like. You can at least make him look kind of natural like he does in the movie. Just comparing them, it's so clear that they tried to rip off the NECA and they just did it in all the wrong ways. He looks so awful. Like, how are these heads even similar? I don't know. The paint on NECA is way better. The sculpting on NECA is way better. Way more detailing throughout the figure. If you've seen me review this guy for the first time, you would never have thought that the day would come when I was praising how great this is compared to this guy. So boy, this is like a masterpiece figure compared to this. As far as figures go, the Playmates Shin Godzilla gets a 2 out of 10. At least there's some semblance of nice sculpting in there, but again, it's just stolen from NECA. Now, I have heard that the reason these sculpts are so reminiscent between Bandai, Playmates, and NECA and Playmates is because Playmates may have acquired the rights to the designs, so it sounds like they may have the ability to actually do this legally, where they can just kind of be like, okay, they made the blueprint, let's just take that and make a cheap version of it. Sounds like they can legally do that, but it's still kind of shady, and also like you're just putting out the worst version. Everybody looks at you and says you're the bad one. Now, Playmates, as we will see as I go through these unboxings, they are a redemption story. They don't fully redeem themselves ever, but it's an upward trend. Every time I review a Playmates set, it should get better than the last. And that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time for the next one. D-Man out. What? You never watched my 66 years of Godzilla tribute? You know it's posted, right? I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but go check it out. And then you can tell me if you like it or not.